What up? I kept my word. I kept my word. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. What up, Sarah? What's going on? How do I turn my camera off if I want to when I'm on my laptop? I just see how to mute my mic. Thanks for telling them to like, comment, and subscribe. How you turn your camera off on your laptop? Like mute? No, not muting the mic. Just if I wanted to just have my symbol on there for a minute. I know how to do it on the phone. Copyright free music. Just like the mute, but it's the video. I don't see it on. Let me see. Mm, it just got the mic and then the dots. Share screen. Oh no, I'll figure it out. It don't have no video icon on mine. It's cool. I'll figure it out. Shit, it's dark where you can't even see my bowling ball head hardly anyway. When I turn this video off. Hope y'all doing great out there. Late, but you here? What up, Rising Phoenix? How your day going? Had to make sure I showed up this time. Couldn't disappoint y'all again. Thanks for sharing it. Take your time, still getting adjusted. See if I could do a live, a sleep stream like this. Show you the couch living. Yeah, that might be cool. I might do a sleep stream like that. The couch surfing sleep stream. Appreciate it, Rising Phoenix. And I was reading about the person who was staying over there. That's why you don't see a lot of scheduled ones for me, just spontaneous. Turn it on and y'all see what I see. I feel that. I feel the same way. And then part of the reason is because I got an $80 phone and I ain't already got no memory. I only can make like up to like a 15-minute video with the memory I got left. So I just go live since I got the EBT phone. I be swiping my EBT card to try to be y'all on y'all membership. I was drunk and I was supposed to mute my life and I didn't when I went to sleep and I probably was doing you was calling the hogs. At least you got some watch hours. Apple juice. Don't worry, this ain't nothing weird. It's just incense. What kind of apple juice was you sipping on? I don't see no video icon where I could turn the video off. Just the microphone's there, but I'll figure that out one day. Or let me see, is it at the bottom? I see the microphone at the bottom. Nah, that's something different. Okay. I'm so far behind on technology. I need to plug my back of my head into the matrix and just learn the basics about the laptop. At least I know how to share my screen. That was like a big win when I learned that. And I shared my screen on the live. I felt like I was Einstein. Modelo and Bud Ice. Nice. One time I was a bouncer on New Year's Eve and I hadn't ate nothing and I was drinking vodka and beer. I was smashed by the time I got to the club. And I told them I had ate something that gave me like food poisoning because I was so smashed. I couldn't even make it through the shift. I went and got in my car about to go home and I fell asleep in the car for like an hour. I'm glad the cops didn't see me because I would have got a ticket for that. Or no, I would have went to jail for that. Bouncer Chronicles. Dun, dun, dun. I'm supposed to stick to the stick to the topic, Chris. Family, uh, generational curses. Trying to break them. Ended up spilling it inside my dog stroller. So I just threw the stroller away. Yeah, once you spill some alcohol on in something, it's gonna stink for a long time. Trying to get some background music. Do, 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 do. A little traveling music. Mm-mm. Smooth jazz. Nah, I don't want no jazz right now. Comfy and relaxing song. Let me see what you got. Still making this wreath. You making a wreath? I'm 10 minutes in. Might as well start talking about the topic. So yeah, I'm glad that I'm not trying to continue. Mr. Block, what up? I'll wait for a second. Start talking about the topic in like 1 or 2 more minutes. Oh, that lit me up a lot. This screen bright right here. That's terrible. You went to work drunk at McDonald's. I can't imagine being drunk and having to smell McDonald's food. But that's just because I haven't eaten it so long. Just just smelling that alone would make me want to regurgitate. Never again. I feel that. Mm, mm, mm. Hey, so you get your apple juice. I just smashed the apple to get some energy, and it really worked too. It gave me my second win to get on here. Yeah, it was a big old pink lady apple. I read that apples give you more energy than I think tea and coffee for real. Give me 1 second. Turn the camera for the Puff the Magic Dragon. Don't want to promote this. Keep it PG. So y'all can't sleep, or did y'all plan on being up? It's gonna be 55 degrees, like 55 here today. It was 50 yesterday. This is crazy for February in Cleveland, y'all. But I'll take it. Back to the regular schedule program. Got my lime water. Got my big bowling ball head on the big screen. Look like a big animated waffle. Yeah, the eggs was terrible. Yeah, that ain't no eggs. McDonald's eggs look like a folded over blanket. What kind of eggs is that? They serve it to you folded over like a blanket. You making a wreath, but I don't think you got enough materials to finish it. Call mental. What is a wreath made out of anyway? Like evergreen. So anybody out there besides me trying to break their family's generational curses? Because I know deep down inside that some of my family have deep rooted issues, and they definitely trying to pass it along. But I keep blocking them. They trying to get me. I ain't gonna let them get it. You stayed up to 6 in the morning, man. I remember them days doing that like consecutive days. That's when I was a gamer too. I know my body was like, dude, what are you doing? You ever heard of sleep? Then I would sleep from like 7 to like 11. That's a crazy schedule. Oh, it was 72 there. Wow. Yeah, I'm charging up my wheelchair. Home alone, so you enjoying being awake with nobody there. I know that's right. I lived on my own for like the last almost 20 years. So y'all know I missed that. So yeah, any one of y'all trying to break y'all family's generational curses like me, cause y'all see the little bitty itty stuff that I be feeding y'all. Y'all ready to deep dive in? Poetic, what up? Trev Vlogs Unlimited. How you doing, brother? And my brother Q. Thank you for bringing this up like a week ago. I know y'all might have seen Munchie Mills in the chat, and he brought this up to me about a week ago when I was frustrated dealing with family stuff, and he asked me about have I ever thought about generational curses, and I said yep, because I can feel the evil coming off of people. It's crazy that when you have discernment from God, like you got the intuition to feel like if people have good intentions for you or not. I'm using the same stuff they make Tudus out of. What's that? It's called Tully. What's that? What you make with that? Oh, you said a reef. My bad. I ain't never heard of that. Tully. My family is so dysfunctional. It's no breaking nothing. Dang, you say your roller coaster ain't got no brakes, huh? I feel you. It's a lot of our family members that have like deep rooted issues, and I feel the same way with some of them. But then there's some that I think that have good in them that can be like sad, but you can kind of tell when like some families members are just too far gone where you don't really think they can be helped, and it's sad, but it's a reality, especially if they don't have the light in them. And I ain't saying I'm like the most godly person, but I do like reading the Bible. I love scriptures. I love learning more about God, and I like being protected from evil. It seems like some people, I mean, y'all know that demons, they like evil stuff and chaos and drama, but I'm cool on that. They're just across the street at the hotel. Oh, okay. So at least you got a night off with no. I was reading the stuff that you were saying about the person that was there and how they was a nuisance. So yeah, I was. I don't know if you seen Rising Phoenix, but I showed the birthday card that my family got me, and they didn't even fill it out. They just stuck it in the envelope and handed it to me. And that was to get under my skin and try to lower my vibration. But in my head, I was laughing. I'm still able to do it. Yep. And I'm gonna start writing down keynotes in the notebook. So I have keynotes about throughout my life and different ages, stuff that happened to me that sticks out, or not just bad stuff, but good stuff too. Like, and I'm proud of this. I didn't get a C in school until like the seventh grade. When I started liking the girlies a lot and playing basketball. So I'm super proud of that. I got a honor roll and the merit roll all the way up into sixth grade, y'all. I was a nerd. No brakes on the roller coaster. Some some families ain't got no brakes. Yeah. I had a family member that told me that guy was a fairy tale. So you know he on the list. And you know he ain't watched my channel. Yep. Told me that guy was a fairy tale. And this is funny, but it's sad. The last time I seen this dude, he pulled in front of the house that I was at where the A team crashed down. I keep saying that because it's so funny to me when I say the A team. When the A team crashed at the house about 3 years ago, y'all, he pulled in front of the house, and this is my cousin. So I'm like, oh man, he coming to see me. I won't say his name because I mean he ain't gonna see this anyway. So this is what this dude did. He got out his car. I'm like, oh, he about to come see me. He walked down the driveway. I'm like, oh, okay, that's weird. And then he walked back up the driveway about 3 minutes later, got back in his car and pulled off. So basically, he went like at the backyard to go pee, and and then got back in his car and left. So you couldn't just come knock on the door and say hi to me or just visit. And I hadn't done nothing to this person, so that's just an example of like family doing weird stuff. And I think demons do that to like try to get under your skin. So you'll have negative energy and get upset over it. That was super weird though. Okay, you said you saw it. Okay. Now, I don't think y'all heard this, but I told Mr. Block personally on the phone, that same person who gave me that card, um, y'all might have heard this too. Back in 2021, to be mean, they sold that house that the A team crashed into just so I wouldn't have nowhere to live. And they had signed a permission slip for me to get the wheelchair lift added to the house. And I asked them like, why would you tear my wheelchair lift down? And you signed two permission slips to get it because the first one I had signed on the wrong space. So I had to sign it again on the second permission slip to get it added to the house. And they told me right to my face, looked me in my eyes and said, I never signed a permission slip. So I'm glad that I have common sense. So I called my caseworker and I asked her, hey, do you still have the papers where we signed, where I had to get permission to get the wheelchair lift added to the front of the house? And she said, yeah. So she forwarded me or emailed me the permission slip. And when I texted to the family member, they act like they never got it. But you know, when you can see that a text message is delivered, I seen it, and yeah, they act like they never got it. So that's like one of the most effed up things that has ever happened to me is getting my wheelchair lift tore down, and it forced me to stay in the house 2 more years without being able to like get out and get into a car. They just gave up asking it and just put a zero because they knew I wasn't bringing anything. I was mostly D's and S except for spelling. See, that's why I count my blessings because I was able to be like from the hood and be a nerd still, and and be proud like to be a nerd because like it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy being a nerd in like the hood, but luckily I was a little bit bigger than other people, so they ain't really want to mess with me like that. But yeah, I was super blessed to be bright enough to have common sense too that go along with book smarts and street smarts too. So I'm super blessed. 2 years, yeah. It forced me to be in the house 2 more years. Oh, and I didn't even finish the story, Mr. Block on the phone with you. So when they they called my brother over to tear it down with a junkie because my brother was into that life. And as they was turning it down, obviously I was upset. So I came to the door, and this was before I stopped cussing and stuff. And I was just cussing them out, telling them what I thought about them as he was tearing my wheelchair lift down. And the member of the family who owned that house, y'all probably done figured out who it is by now, but I'm not here to put them on blast or gossip about them, but I'm just speaking my truth. So I'm gonna just say my family member. But that's the one who gave my brother permission to do it. And as I was cussing my brother out, they called the police on me, y'all. And that's when I was like into the life of dealing. So I had like, man, I had like five OZs of bud on me, and that family member knew because I would let them know, and they tried to get me arrested. And the cops that came there, they were sent by God because they talked to me like a real like like a man with with respect. And they asked me, they said, well, did y'all try therapy? And I said, yeah. My brother didn't even bother to show to two of the sessions me and my therapist invited them to try to have a family session. And my mother, oh dang, my bad, I didn't mean to say that. Well, y'all know by now, she lied like through the whole family session. So I was thinking I was gonna get a lot accomplished by first, like accepting taking a therapist for a year from 2018 to 2019, and then being willing to have family therapy with people that I had beef with in the family. So that was a big step for me, y'all, because I didn't think like therapy was like for cuckoo people or anything like that. Because I respect people that's going through stuff, but I didn't think that I would ever reach out and get a therapist. But I opened my mind up so I could um, be a better person. And I didn't even want to do it, but my therapist said it would be good for me. And I tried. My brother didn't show up twice, and I already spilled the beans. Y'all know who I'm talking about. So, my mother, she didn't tell the truth through the whole session. And that was super frustrating. But in my eyes, I was just like some more evil stuff trying to get under my skin because I know the devil probably was laughing at me like, Chris think he about to like solve these generational curses through taking therapy. Like he think he's smart. But he was like, I got a trick for you. And boom, my brother didn't show up. And then, my mom was copping through the whole thing. Got you on the big screen, so I won't be texting much in the chat. Okay. I'll be doing the same with y'all. But if I'm not watching another channel, then I'll get on my phone too so I could type while I'm watching on the big screen. But I appreciate y'all. Thanks for having my big pineapple ET head on the screen. If y'all didn't hear my ET story on one of my lives, I'll give you a snippet. I went to Universal Studios when I was 7. They picked me out of the crowd. I got to be on the bike with ET in the basket, and they had like a white screen behind me. It was like a green screen back then, but that was like 84. And they had me flying over the houses and like ET, where the little boy was flying over the houses with ET in his basket. So there's a little cool commercial break while I'm talking about this. I'll never forget that. And I was able to get in the Night Rider kit car and it talked to me, y'all. So yeah, I'm blessed, y'all. Y'all see how blessed I am. So even though I'm going through this stuff, y'all don't worry about me because I'm not worried. Because worrying is a sin, and I don't want to commit no. I don't want to willfully sin no more. That's why y'all see me bouncing back and keeping a smile on my face throughout all this stuff because I ain't about to be worried because the devil wants you to be worried, and we ain't gonna worry like that over here. So y'all feel the love coming through all the chat and me, and let's have church together. Like just talking about God right now, we having church. So hallelujah, amen, and let's get over our generational curses Because a lot of people that share your same blood, they don't share your same energy and your spirit, and that's unfortunate. But that's just the reality of how it is. So don't feel down, or if you're lonely out there, you're not going through stuff like this alone. So yeah, just keep your head up and just keep fighting to try to break the curses that your family would be proud of. Like people in your family who passed away who had like loving hearts. I had two aunties who passed, and they was like the nicest people in the world, y'all. And I know they would be proud of me because they were in the church and God, and I know they would want me to pass on what they were doing and not be like the people that's mean in my family and continue doing what they doing. So I would like to say rest in peace, Ruth. Aunt Ruth, she made it to I think 92, y'all. And then I had an aunt who passed away from Virginia Beach, and I'm not sure what her age was, but she might have been from Jersey and then moved to Virginia Beach. So correction. Rest in peace, Nora Lee. And I really miss y'all. And they were like the light of our family, y'all. Yep. Welcome in, Life Lens Vlog 780. You said you're Indian. Welcome in from India. I appreciate you being here. And thanks, Shantin, for talking to me before I got on. That really boosted my spirit, being able to talk to you. I almost dozed off for a little bit there, but we was talking for about 2 or 3 hours. And I knew that the 2 a.m. live stream was coming, so I had to get that little hour. But I couldn't even fall asleep. I had to eat. I ate that apple and got some energy. So yeah, if you if you facing family stuff, just I would say pray and give it to God. And if if your faith is not strong enough where you don't think that'll help, take it from somebody that done been through, like, I ain't gonna say hell and back because I don't even like saying that, but I done been through a lot of stuff, and the strength that you see flowing through me and how I'm able to stay positive is because I'm a strong believer, and I pray, and I know there's a higher power because I've been to in situations where I just knew that I wasn't gonna make it, but I'm still here, y'all. And if you're new here, I'm going to share my one of my biggest life stories where I was in extreme danger and was napped and pow through my teeth, and that was 20 years ago, and I'm still here. And I know some of y'all like, man, why your teeth still messed up? That was 20 years ago. Well, I got my right front tooth fixed, y'all, and it took hours to get it done. And I was eating some banana chips in 2019. Just I was going to town on them, and all I heard was, and I'm like, oh man, I broke my tooth, and it was leaning like that. I'm like, oh man, and then I started wiggling it and just pulled it out. So I need to go get it redone, but you know how that is. Them years been rolling by since that happened in 2019, and it really don't bother me as much as it used to. But I still would like to get at least my right front tooth fixed. I know my my future wife would like that too. I'm still here. Yep, definitely a blessing. I don't really have PTSD from what happened, but I do have flashbacks. But it don't really like bother me where I wake up like in cold sweats or like shaking or anything like that. But I will have flashbacks every now and then about what happened to me. I'm a walking miracle. Appreciate that. I be wanting to say Mr. Block again, but I know your name, so I'll keep saying Mr. Block just for the for YouTube. And I look forward to you putting stuff on your channel, like sharing your life with us. That's gonna be cool. The dope content creator, husband and wife. That would be dope. So let me see some other stuff that I went through with my family. Uh, oh man, buckle up for this one, y'all. So, in the therapy session, y'all ready for this? I brought up the fact that my family member took me to strip bars where there was naked women dancing, and I was in like the third or fourth grade, y'all. And since I was so sharp, and I told y'all that I didn't get a C in school until like the seventh grade, I could read real good. So when we was going into like the strip bar, I seen on the door 21 and over, no children allowed. And I'm like, man, what am I doing coming in here? So they would give me and my brother like some quarters to go play pool. And we could see like the naked women dancing right on the bar as they were like in there. And I brought this up in the therapy session. So buckle up on what I'm about to say, y'all. Man, my mother said to the therapist, when I brought it up, I didn't think this was going to get thrown up in my face 50 years later. It blew me away. I'll give y'all a second to soak that in. And I looked at the therapist's face and she just like looked at me shocked. And yeah, to needless to say, that was very hurtful, y'all. Can you imagine what that did to my little young brain when I was introduced into that type of stuff? And I heard a psychologist and a psychotherapist say that whatever you introduce to between the ages of like 2 to 8, it stays with you for life. As far as like getting introduced to how can I say this? Because you can't say this on YouTube. Corn, corn. They say corn instead of the other word, and they say that stay with you between the ages of 2 to 8, like with your whole life. And I'm not saying this to get any sympathy, but guess who later on got like addicted to going to strip clubs? This guy. And when I was selling DRUGs out here, y'all, it was nice that I would like spend $200 or $300 just having a good night in strip clubs. And like I'm ashamed of it now because it's lame to me now. Not a woman dancing, like that's not lame, but uh just the whole thing, spending a lot of money and drinking alcohol and being reckless because obviously I hooked up with some of these females, and this is my story, so I'm not ashamed. I want to be, honest and blunt with y'all. So, that wasn't cool because it's taking advantage of a woman. Like, let's be honest. They there for money and dancing, but w- if you know that other stuff be going on that involves going to the strip club, and that's about the cleanest way I could say it without being vulgar. But this is my truth, y'all, and I don't mind sharing it with y'all. I promised to y'all I was gonna open up and share more with y'all, so buckle up, buckle up, y'all. So yeah, I probably was going to the strip clubs from like 20 to about 30 years old, and yep, spent a whole bunch of money that I could have been saving. That would be mind-boggling to a child. Yeah. Oh, and buckle up for this too. When me and my brother would get back in the car, My mother would say, "I seen you looking at them naked women," and in my little young mind, I'm like, "Well, duh." I wanted to be like, "Duh, of course," like, but I couldn't say that to my mom. But that really confused my little young head when I was asked, "I seen you looking at them naked women." I've always appreciated your authenticity. Thank you, Tracy. I've always appreciated you being supportive from what almost day one, and you got one of my biggest friends on here to support me because she connected through you, and that's Rising Phoenix. So I appreciate y'all both greatly to the max, and y'all are two of the reasons why I'm on here, um, sharing my close life stories because it took that for to me to get the confidence and have the and shake the nerves off to get on here and talk because y'all know I keep saying that I'm a super introvert, and obviously y'all see I'm not capping about that because I keep saying it. But I was an introvert, but I wasn't like stuck up or the type of person that didn't want to talk to you because that was not the case. I was just quiet and kept to myself. But if I met a good person and we had good conversation, I could talk to you for like an hour straight and not even know you. So don't ever think that I'm like bougie or stuck up. If you need to talk to me, uh, I'll shoot you like a text number, and then we could talk so people won't be blasting my real number on here. But I don't really answer my email. I got like 8,000 unanswered emails, so it's probably best if I just send you what they call those fake. You know how you could mask your number so people can't get it, and then you give somebody your real number on there. I'm more than willing to do that. If you anybody out there ever need to talk, I'm not bougie or nothing, and yeah, we could talk. I would like to be a psychotherapist because I like listening to people and giving them good advice. What up, Blind Ranger? How you doing? Thanks for coming through, showing love, peace to Miss Hash Brown. Hey, nah, I ain't famous. Them is all mostly like spam and advertisements and Instacart notifications telling me that my bags are on the road about to be delivered. Yeah, and my social worker too. So y'all don't worry about me. I'm trying to find a new place and I'll be fine. And until then, I can work through what I have to. But yeah, I'm more than willing to talk to y'all if y'all ever needed somebody to listen to y'all. I know we ain't just getting to know me, but I don't mind being a shoulder to lean on because it should be that way. People don't even know their neighbors no more. At least nowadays, that's how I see it in my neighborhood. But when I was growing up, everybody knew each other and would come out and play football and all that. But it's like Tupac said, used to be a close knit community, but now we are close strangers. You remember that, Rising Phoenix? Oh, that's from my block, so you know it. Tupac said on the song, "We used to be a close community, but now we are close strangers." That was deep right there. That's a deep bar right there. Thank you so much. I was having a snack, but I was listening. You got to share. We all need somebody's shoulder sooner or later. Yep. No matter how big or strong you think you are. And I'm 6'6", like 240. I've been 245, 250 most of my life. And I spent some years as a bouncer. And even a person like me needs somebody to lean on. But don't lean on me too much because I might bounce you off the club. That ain't even make no sense because I said I would need a shoulder to lean on. So erase that. Y'all didn't hear that. You was being introverted. I was a recluse. Oh, you are beyond introverted. You are a recluse. Do I have Discord? I can learn some things from you. No, I don't. I heard about Discord, but I'll look into it. Or I'll give you my text number on here, and then, we can reach out through that if you ever wanted to talk. Mm-mm. Rosin Phoenix said she ain't even want to be introverted. You said forget having a small circle of friends. It's just gonna be your own friend. I feel you on that. It used to be times when some of my friends, the ones that used to come around, but they stopped because I started talking about God and not uh what's it called? Um I forgot the word. Oh, not idolizing celebrities, and they didn't like that at all, y'all. Especially my one friend who used to listen to Beyonce all the time. And I was telling her about all the stuff like I seen and the little signs here and there. And I knew her since 14. She stopped coming around about 5 years ago just because I was talking about not idolizing celebrities, y'all. Ain't that crazy? Hey, but it is what it is. And then one day we was having a debate about fluoride, and she started yelling at me. And like when somebody yell at me, I just look at you like you crazy because like who do you think you yelling? First of all, who do you think you yelling at? And then it was funny because I opened up my phone and I looked up how bad is fluoride for your brain, and I just turned my phone around and showed it to her because I said, "Do you still use fluoride toothpaste?" Because if you didn't know, it dumbs you down just for entertainment purposes only. If you didn't know, fluoride dumbs you down and it allows you to be easily led, and it's classified as a brainwashing tool. I don't know what I'm talking about. This is for entertainment purposes only, allegedly. But yeah, just look that up and you'll see that. Um, and I stopped using fluoride toothpaste in 2018, and my thinking process shot through the roof, y'all. And this is one of my first thoughts, y'all. I said, "Dang, I feel like I could have been a CEO of a company all my life if I had this type of thinking process." Pretzels and hummus. Yes. Oh, okay, you remember that lyric? One of my favorites. Probably my favorite Tupac song. I have to get some sleep. Got to replace tie rods in the morning, and it's snowing like crazy. You finally got some snow, huh? You just said what I just said, Rising. I know that's a job, especially in the snow. So get some great sleep, Tracy. Thank you for stopping by. I went, I got on late just for the West Coast people. So thanks for stopping by. And the people on the other side of the world, too. Y'all got hit like we did a couple of weeks ago. It's in the 50s now here at Tracy, so it's melting everything. I finally get to go to my storage locker without feeling like Frosty the Snowman. I don't really need that much though. Have a great night. I was in that storage thing freezing. It was when it was minus something. I thought it was heated, but nope. They got me on that. It's just inside. Our weather is breaking and y'all's getting this cray cray. The weather all over the world is unpredictable. And y'all, I'm not a conspiracy guy, but a lot of stuff that I warned people about like 5 to 10 years ago, it all done came true. So that make me feel good that I wasn't just a conspiracy guy. Look up if y'all don't know about HARP, look up HAARP and it'll show you how they have the ability to control the weather and do cloud seeding with the spraying of the. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I don't think you could say that on YouTube no more. But that's what Prince got taken out for. Look up some of Prince's last interviews, and he was talking about them lines that's getting sprayed across. I ain't gonna get too detailed because y'all know how YouTube is. But y'all know I don't know what I'm talking about. Watch the numbers go to zero. Yep, I used to watch Jesse Ventura's that show, and they took that off the air. I seen an interview from that one lady he was interviewing, and she said, "Yeah, I'm getting out of this country before it gets real bad, and they're gonna force you to take that." Y'all know what I mean. That's why when you hear me saying that I would like to get out of here, it's that's one of the reasons. Oh, if you never seen a movie with Roddy Piper, what's it called? They Live. Hey y'all, that's a good movie that shows how the world is and how like there's I think they call them NPCs. It's just people walking around in the days. I think it's free on YouTube, Rising Phoenix, and it showed that like if you just brainwash walking around, it's that type of movie. You'll see, it's good though. And it's starring Roddy Piper. He used to be a wrestler. I actually went to the anybody from Cleveland noticed that the Coliseum used to be where they played basketball and had all the events, and it was in Richfield, Ohio. And I got to see him wrestle one time. I was into wrestling up until like the sixth grade, and then I found out it was fake, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm cool." My nose shining like a reindeer. I'll be putting that castor oil on my face. How old do you How do you think I would look without gray hair, Rising Phoenix? I was gonna like naturally dye it. You could dye it natural with natural stuff. If you look up on YouTube, it's a lot of people that be dyeing their hair with natural stuff. Yeah, he was a good wrestler, even though he was wearing a kilt. I wasn't cool with that. I'm cool on wearing the kilt while I'm wrestling. 37? Oh, nice. I appreciate that. So let me see anything else that really sticks out. Oh, here's another thing, y'all. I got a video of them putting my stuff out on the car too. I'm gonna put that on my shorts. I know y'all would like to see that. Your nephew downstairs. My nephew's downstairs. What? Y'all all his neighbor wear a kilt. Yeah, I never really, never really understood that to be honest. And I wasn't really trying to understand it. There's a bumper sticker saying "Real man wear kilts." Oh man, wow. I don't even know what to say on that one. It's a skirt to me. Yeah, it definitely is. Oh, here come a. I was gonna make a short about this too. Here comes an unpopular opinion from Christopher Lee, and tell me what y'all think. And I've probably lost a couple of friendships over this because it seemed like they was butthurt because they had them. But all right, drum roll. Crocs are for women. They are lady shoes and they look like nursery shoes and clogs. Now I get it for kids because kids it's kind of like a kitty looking shoe, and men only for like around the pool. But this is my opinion, y'all. So what do y'all think? Now Allen is my middle name, Christopher Allen Lee. That's how I was able to get some jobs because it sounds doesn't sound like a big black dude is gonna show up. Your daughter, baby dad wears them. Now I want y'all to keep in mind that I was always more. of a manly alpha type of male. So yeah, I didn't really like anything that was like feminine looking. Okay, we got one vote. Mr. Block said he agreed with me. I know this is an unpopular. I knew the numbers was gonna go down because somebody out there probably got on Crocs watching this, and they face is balled up right now. So my bag, dude. My bag, dude. If you chilling with Crocs on and you watching this, and I know you want to talk about my big bowling ball head or my teeth or something because you want to get back at me right now. But hey, man, a hit dog holler. You know what that saying mean? That if you hurt right now about what I just said, then I might be right. But yeah, I mean, come on, y'all. Y'all know Crocs look feminine. It look like nurses' shoes. And I want you to go back and look at nurses' shoes if you ever had never thought about how feminine they look. Macho Man is the GOAT. Yeah, I used to like watching Macho Man. Did you ever see when Macho Man jumped off the top rope outside the ring and hit Ricky the Dragon Steamboat in the neck with the bell? Obviously, it was fake, but they said it ended his career. I was watching that wrestling match just to let you know. So give me some points on that one, Blind Ranger. But if you didn't see it, go back and watch the match where Macho Man jumped off the rope with the bell and hit Ricky the Dragon Steamboat in the neck with the bell. And he acted like he was like, I think they took him out on the stretcher too, Blind Ranger. So I was a big WWF fan up until around the time when Hulk Hogan was wrestling Zeus, which is Debo from Friday. And then after that, I found out like I was old enough to see that wrestling wasn't real, and then I was out. There's a lot of men nurses. Yeah, now that's cool, but you know what I mean. Sweaty feet. Oh yeah, there's also a study saying that if you wear them in the sunlight and plastic get hot, that the microplastics seep into your system, and then it's really harmful for kids because it disrupts like your endocrines and your hormones. But this is for entertainment purposes only. Like I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm even capping about getting all them honor rolls and merit rolls. So don't listen to me. Just kidding. You should see how they make cross. Oh, I seen the process. They be taking old plastic garbage, and I seen it, and it be all dirty looking and everything. And when it go through the machine, it come out bright looking Crocs. I was like blown away by that, Mister Block. So if you seen the same video I did, okay, you said, yep, yep. Anybody out there wearing Crocs, do your research. They be taking old, and they say it's recycled, like clean plastic, just for entertainment purposes only, allegedly, because I don't want to get sued by no Croc company or whatever. Allegedly, allegedly, allegedly. They take old plastic, dirty looking plastic garbage and put it in the machine, and it come out bright Crocs. So they lying about that being clean plastic. Shame on you, Crocs, with your feminine looking shoes. Oh, here's another fun fact, y'all. Let me catch up with the chat. You should see how they make them. Crocs started in Denmark, bro, with the wooden clogs. Oh, man. I brought bare feet, bro, since birth. You smart because you connected to the earth. I didn't know how important it was to connect yourself to the earth through wearing no socks and shoes through in the grass and hugging trees. But I don't know what I'm talking about. And getting plenty of sunlight and staring at the sun. But y'all know I don't know what I'm talking about. Allegedly, allegedly, allegedly. Did you see the movie Idiocracy? Anybody out there see the movie Idiocracy? There's a fun fact attached with Crocs to the movie Idiocracy. Who's seen the movie Idiocracy? Yes, Steamboat lost that fight. Yeah, that was some good acting too. They had my little young heart fool thinking that the dude got hit in the neck with a the bell. I thought he was out of here too. So anybody see the movie Idiocracy? I'll give y'all 10 seconds and I'll tell y'all the fun fact that's connected. Nope. Five, four, three, two, one. So in the movie Idiocracy, I listened to the director's cut and or either or the producer, and they said they got for the props. They wanted to make the dumbest looking shoe that they thought nobody would ever buy, y'all. This came out in like 99 or something like that, I think. Don't quote me, but it was in the 90s. They said we wanted to make the dumbest looking shoe ever that we thought nobody would ever buy. And guess what shoes? Guess what shoes they are? You guessed it, Crocs. So it was I give the movie a 7, and it shows how dumb people in America would be in this age right now. So it's hitting on all cylinders how people would be addicted to social media, addicted to sugary stuff, energy drinks, and and just be like brain kind of like have brain fog and just be out here. You'll enjoy it because it's hitting on like everything that's going on right now, and it's funny, and it stars the lady, her name is something Rudolph from Saturday Night Live, and then there's the other lead actor. You'll know him, but I forgot his name. But it was good enough for me to watch it to the end, and I'm a big movie critic, and I don't like to watch garbage stuff. But yeah, they said that we wanted to make the dumbest looking shoe for this movie, and it was Crocs, y'all. That's crazy. That was so funny. Like them boots Kanye West be wearing. I ain't even hit. I ain't even hit. Kanye West be wearing some crazy looking stuff, like designing stuff that look like when the apocalypse come, like homeless boots and stuff. No disrespect to anybody homeless, but I don't want to spend $2,000 on something and it's gonna make me look like I'm sleeping at the bus stop. That's it, Maya Rudolph. I didn't know she was Minnie Riperton's daughter. Wow, I learned something today. Today, thank you for sharing that. Minnie Riperton could hold a note like, man, I think she got the Guinness Book of World Records for, I think maybe the highest note hit and holding it the longest. And if you're a Tribe Called Quest fan, Q-Tip used a sample of Minnie Riperton hitting that high note, and he used it almost through the whole song on, I forgot the name of the song, but it's on the second album, the low end, is it low end theory? You know what? Let me get my stuff together before I be trying to quote. But it's definitely on one to try the second or third Tribe Called Quest album. And if you're a big fan of Tribe Called Quest, watch the documentary, and it shows Q-Tip like going to the record shop, picking out records, and he breaks down how he made some of the beats. But yeah, Minnie Riperton is cool. I like her music. She was a she was a little edgy too. That one song, she'd be like, "You can," I can't even say it. "You can CLME inside me." PG-13. Close your ears. Oh yes, now I remember, but they never profited from Crocs. Hmm. Not a Q-Tip fan at all. Yeah, his voice can be annoying. I liked Five Dog way better than Q-Tip. He hated Tupac. That sucks. I was just watching Poetic Justice this morning or yesterday morning, and I know you were happy that Q-Tip was gone in the first 5 minutes of that movie. Remember when he came back to the car and Janet Jackson was in the back seat? and he was looking back there, and then the dudes that seen him at getting the popcorn blasted him. And if you ain't never seen Poetic Justice, my bad for spoiling the first 10 minutes. It was a good movie though. If you ain't never seen Poetic Justice, so we took our little break. When we get back on this family train, oh, I don't think you heard this. I don't think you heard this either, Mister Block. I almost got into a fight with my brother when the 18 was illegally evicting me. I was sitting in my nephew's car getting warm because it was -2 that day, and he was acting real ignorant. So I still got work to do, y'all. Y'all know I love God, but I still got a little ways to go. And I invited him to the other side of the car because he was talking smack to me through my nephew's window. And man, I was real heated. I was obviously real heated from getting evicted. And he was trying to mock me, saying that I should have handled the process because it takes a long time to get evicted. And y'all, I was updating y'all. Y'all know that I went to court the first day, and they ain't even had no way for a disabled person to get into the courtroom. So y'all know I can't wait to go to federal court. Yeah, but this dude was outside the car mocking me in -2 weather while my stuff was getting put on the curb. But it's all G. Look, still smiling, y'all. They bicker so much with each other. I think Tupac purposely chose him. I could see that happening too. Tupac seemed like he would be the type to choose him to be the one that get taken out in the first 10 minutes. I seen Tupac talking about some of the details that happened on that movie set. He said that Janet Jackson gave her his number, and he said like less than a week after the movie was done rapping, the number was disconnected. Yeah, yeah, that wasn't cool, especially with the cold weather. Like, don't be out there being an ass if you there to help me. And I told him, like, I said, and excuse me, I said, man, I didn't call your punk ass to come and help me anyway. It was my nephew or my dad who had called him. And y'all know I haven't heard from my dad since that day when he helped move me. And y'all, oh, I forgot to cover him. It's very dysfunctional. Why I haven't talked to my dad in like over a year. I hadn't seen my dad in over a year since that incident where they illegally evicted me, and it's a very ignorant reason why. So y'all ready? Part two. Buckle up. So I had met somebody. I told y'all about my dating, how I date, and I call it chat line. So I had met this woman on the chat line, and we were talking for a while. September of 24, and I talked to her for about 4 months, getting to know her very well. And I shared it with my dad, and he was all happy for me and everything. So buckle up, y'all. This is about to shock y'all. My dad is married to a Jewish woman, and yeah, I know, right? And he actually left my mom for this Jewish woman when I was in like the second grade. Basically, cheated on my mom with her, and they've been together all this time. So can you imagine the stuff that I've seen, y'all? I hit y'all with a big doozy on that one. But yeah, he went home and told his wife and came back with a whole different attitude because she filled his head up with poison. And yeah, I hadn't seen my dad in over a year before he came with that U-Haul truck and helped me put my stuff in storage. So that go to show you, like, man, my dad was all happy for me about dating this woman. It didn't work out, just to let y'all know. And but yeah, he was talking like super negative, saying Whoever dates you, they're gonna have to help take care of you. Like, and in my head, I'm like, duh, anybody gonna have to help take care of me a little bit, even though y'all see I'm independent, I live by myself. But he came back just super negative and talking, um, just all negative about. Oh, he even said that that woman gonna take your social security and because you had a baby too, and have her baby on your. I'm like, what? Have your her baby on my social security? I'm like, man, don't nobody want to be happy for me. So that's basically what it was. Why I hadn't seen my dad in a year, because he got mad over somebody I was trying to date. Like seriously, y'all. So y'all see the type of stuff I've been through. That's why I say if I carry what I've been through on my face, I would look like I could work in a haunted house like 365. But y'all know I'm a sit down comedian and I got a great sense of humor, so I can joke through this pain, y'all. But yeah, that was the first time I had seen my dad in over a year when they came and evicted me. But it's all good. Yeah, so my brother didn't want to catch, he didn't want to catch them hands. Even though I have to use a walker, he still don't want to catch them. But I ain't gonna talk like that because that's not cool. I'm just sharing my story. Yeah, it's really sad to be honest. I'm glad you haven't been through nothing like that because this is like family dysfunction to the max for real. And my nephew was right there, and like he had to calm me down. So imagine in his young mind, what he thinking. He just turned 28, and I want to be set a good example, but sometimes when you get upset, you let your anger get the best of you. And I did apologize to him because that is his dad, and I don't want him to see me like wanting to fight his dad. That's not cool. But he did say, that his dad was acting immature that day. So uh, it was good to hear, but it wasn't anything that good came out of that situation when you're gonna be trying to fight your brother. But like I said, I'm just sharing my truth, and I'm not promoting violence or happy about like trying to be a tough guy or anything like that. Just trying to share my life with y'all. And I did try family therapy, and he ain't even bothered to show. So you know, I felt I felt good that I put forth the effort to try to talk. Oh, I forgot to tell you, he even mocked me when he was tearing the wheelchair lift. I hate to backtrack, but as he was tearing my wheelchair lift down, and I was like talking to him and cussing him out, he was mocking me for wanting to meet with a therapist. And excuse my language, I give you like 5 seconds to turn your volume down or get kids out the room. But I'll tell y'all what was said during the exchange, and it's not cool. So as he was mocking me about wanting to have a family therapy session, I really was angry because I felt like he was trying to embarrass me and make fun of me. And I said, forgive me, y'all. I said, you dumb motherfucker. I tried to arrange a meeting in front of somebody who went to school and learned about mending families together in sessions, and you up here mocking me. I said, I did this for the good of our family. And I said, well, I don't even want to say this again. I said, you dumb MF. I forgot. Like you just a dummy anyway, because you used to go to summer school, and just a whole bunch of like anger just poured out of me. But yeah, he tried to mock me for like, um, having a family therapy session, and that really got under my skin because, like, I was willing to try, a different route, and most people. And I hate to say this, but in the black community, it's taboo, or like people think that you crazy if you get therapy, but it's actually the opposite. Like therapy can help you because a therapist can help you think in different angles, and it ain't just for like people that have mental issues. It's to help like iron out your problems. So that really got under my skin. And excuse me for saying MF, y'all, because I don't really like saying that no more. Yeah, I felt good about trying. And my therapist asked me, can she ask him a second time? And I didn't want to say yeah, but he was on the porch with his kids. And just for the good of the family, I said yeah. And he ain't even bothered to show the second time. So I said, I'm done after that. If somebody don't show up two times and I'm like stepping outside the box and willing to have a family therapy session, then I'm cool. But you know what? I'm mature enough and forgiving enough that if I did have another therapist, I would be willing to try one more time just to let y'all know that I'm not closed minded and just totally like against him. See, even after all the stuff that he did to me, y'all see I still got love for him. Where I would try, and for the good of my nephew too, try to set a good example for our youth. Cause I don't want to hold no grudge, cause that's immature for real. You ain't gonna really win like holding a grudge against somebody. And I know some people, when you young, you think you big, bad, and tough, and you want to be like f everybody. Sometimes like for life, but that's not really the rock. You end up like causing more harm to yourself. Like take it from me, y'all. Anybody out there that's watching this, you do more damage to yourself and stress yourself out more when you don't forgive somebody and you hold stuff against them, because most of the time that person, they be laughing at you and think that they don't won because they didn't got under your skin, and now you holding that anger and that resentment and stress all balled up in you, and they living their life and they probably ain't even thinking about you. So whoever listens to this, try to take that with you. And I know this is hard, y'all, but forgive people and pray for your enemies. I promise you that it'll work out for you in the end. Take it from somebody that went through a lot of stuff, and I'm still here with a good attitude, upbeat, and not just talking all negative and sad. I'm just telling y'all this so you could take something from my life and learn from it. Not to play the small violin. That's not what I'm here for. To get sympathy, it's just to help y'all. Whoever need this message to learn and grow and become a better person, because you can do it. I believe in you, even when the chips is down and it don't look like it's gonna get brighter. It can. They ain't thinking about you for real because they don't know you. Yep. Most of the people who don't like me, they don't know nothing about me. A lot of people that I was friends with over the years, as I matured and grew spiritually, they didn't want to see me like become a better person. It's weird too, like when you change your life and you start doing positive stuff and you don't want to like willfully sin, people start acting strange towards you. It's super weird, but that's not your problem. That's their problem. So if you're trying to like do better in life and change and be more positive, don't stick around with people that want to see you be the old. Like my name is Chris, in case you're new here. Don't stick around people that want you to be the old Chris and stay like stuck on like doing dumb stuff that you did when you were young. Be around people who want to see you mature and get smarter and do better with their life and not just stuck on a treadmill doing the same thing over and over again. They can't keep a real one down. You already know. Yeah, nobody can keep me down. So shoot, been on here 1 hour 20. I'll go to an hour and a half since it's the middle of the night. So give me 10 more minutes of your time, and I appreciate it. Besides my immediate family, obviously I've had some difficulties with other family members, and I'll touch on that a little bit too. Like, there's been people who like I took out loans from, and I paid it right back, and then they said to me like, "Let me know if you need anything. I'm there at any time if you need me." And I asked them again, and they went ghost on me. So that's another thing. That's super weird. Like when you show that you're reliable, whatever, and then somebody just disappearing you after you show that you're a good person. That's confusing too. I think demons be trying to do that too to like confuse you, act like they cool, and then they ghost you. So I'm gonna say thank you to the cousin who ghosted me after telling me that she would help me out, and you know who you are. And I'm gonna say the state so that my other cousins who helped me won't be confused. You in North Carolina, dude, and I ain't talked to you in about a year, and you should be ashamed of yourself. But thank you. You motivate me to keep going. And you know who you are. But yeah, that's foul when you need help and somebody act like they're gonna help you and then they turn their back on you. But you know what? The other stuff I've been through, a money situation, that's the least of my worries. But to let y'all know, if you ever become my friend and you do help me out, I'll never play you because that's a sucker move. I'd rather pay you back before I have like money for myself. That's a family for real, yeah. Unfortunately, yeah. It is motivation for sure, 100. And I'm gonna keep using it as fuel, just like I said in Lashana Success Systems chat early on yesterday or yeah last night. I said that I just use that as fuel to keep going and be successful because being successful is like the best revenge on people that are haters and like don't want to show you no love. So try to use that as fuel to do better with your life when people are mean to you. I know it's not the easiest thing to do, but you can try to twist that negative energy and turn it into positive. Try your best to do that, and you'll come out a winner for real, in my opinion. I know you can do it. Whoever listens to this, you can do it. Don't hang your head. That's what they want you to do. They don't want you to be on YouTube and getting to know cool people like you out there right now. You know how cool this is that I get to talk to y'all like worldwide. You know how many people hate that I get to do this right now? It's probably people who I told years ago, man, I'm gonna have a YouTube channel and I know I'm gonna do good at it because that's I want to spread my message. And I can see in their face. Just like other people that said they tell that to their family and who was that? Oh, Ellen Smiles. Was y'all in the chat? When Ellen Smiles said her friend told her that, oh no, that was Crystal too. Crystal and Ellen. They said that their friends told them that they ain't gonna be nothing on YouTube. That's wild. I wish somebody had to say that to me. Now let me stop though. That's the old me. Y'all remember the old Cedric the Entertainer joke when he said black people live by the wish factor? Like if we go to a concert and we wish somebody be in our seats. I don't know if y'all ever heard that Cedric the Entertainer joke. It was funny though. Hopefully he didn't steal it from somebody else like he stole Cat Williams joke. I don't know y'all if y'all know the history behind them too, but Cedric the Entertainer stole one of Cat Williams' funniest jokes and acted like it was his. What big worm? I smoked a little half a piece of joint with you. He said, man, it ain't like I made you hit it. Might as well. You ain't got no job. That was funny when Ice Cube was trying to call Worm. Worm. He said, and then Smokey said, let's stick together. That almost had me in tears on that part. That's like the only part that I really want to go back and watch is that part right there. That's a what he say? That's $100. Give me my Frito. I ain't never gotta watch that again, y'all. What about my chili cheese Fritos? Y'all remember Megan Good was in line at the ice cream truck? Time go by fast because she was a little kid in that movie. Now she almost like 40 something, man. When she was married to that preacher named Devin, I went to church and seen them preach one day. I think they got divorced now though. A little fun fact about Megan. Well, I was watching School Days for the first time earlier, and it was okay. I ain't no big fraternity or sorority fan, so a lot of that stuff was a little corny. I see the bloopers on Friday when Ice Cube dipped the bread in their fresh Kool Aid. Stomach was hurt. I ain't seen that one. I ain't never seen the bloopers on Friday. I like the scene on Friday After Next where when Ice Cube and Pinky was at a standoff. he said he said I got a girlfriend and a wife on the side. He said he almost had me scared, but I held my own. Oh no, that was next Friday. My bad. I think Friday After Next was the funniest. It's Pinky. I got the pay. It was too many. It's so many funny scenes in Friday After Next that it's hard to name all of them. Holy moly donut shop. I feel like watching the movie for real. I'm wide awake. That apple gave me so much energy. Hey, if you ain't ever tried Pink Lady apples, give it a try. It's like one of the best tasting apples. And I ain't get hip to them until like a year ago. It's so many different kinds of apples. And just to let you know, if you're trying to eat healthy, it's like 10 different things on the you should buy organic list, and apples is one of them because the skin is so thin. So, like, the thinner the skin on the fruit, the more you want to get organic. And you know, this is for entertainment purposes only. I don't know what I'm talking about. So, strawberries, apples was on the list, and I forgot from there. You would have thought that blueberry. I can't even talk. You would have thought that blueberries would have made the list. Have a great night, Rising Phoenix. Thanks for stopping by. Get some great rest. Tap in tomorrow. I appreciate you enjoying it. Trying to share my world. Mary J. Blige style. Dad joke. I'm gonna tap into you tomorrow when I see your notifications. I hope you reach your shorts goal if they didn't take away your time. I know that's difficult to do in 90 days though, but hopefully you'll reach it. I see your channel is growing like a mug though. I think you got like 8,000 subscribers. I was like, oh yeah, go rising. So congratulations on that before you go. But I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna keep your pillow. Go ahead. Get some great rest. And we'll see you in the morning, my Arlington friend. Do me a favor and turn your fan on and blow some of that 70 degrees of weather up north. Mm-mm. That's so wrong to tell your friend that. Dang, I don't even know what you talking about. I got a brain fart, Rising Phoenix. You remember that joke? I'm all lost. You know how when you be in talking about something and then you go to the chat, it'd be like a couple minutes later. I see the bloopers on Friday. Ice Cube dipped the bread in that fresh Kool-Aid. Mm, 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 mm. That'd be funny when you go to the chat. Sometimes you be like, huh? Because it'd be like a minute behind. Mm, 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 mm. That's too bad that we can't listen to songs and like on the live without getting a copyright strike. It's so many jams I would love to like be jamming out to with y'all. Top 2 fans in the house. I be forgetting to click on that crown. Let me see. The top fans. We got y'all, then Sarah, Poetic, Tria Vlogs, The Blind Ranger, Life Lens Vlog. Dun, 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 Tracy's Local Learnings. Got Chuck and Brenda. Nice. Not bad for 2 a.m. Mm-hmm. I'll shut it down in about 5 minutes. Y'all should check out that Idiocracy movie though. I subscribe to his channel. I looked it up while you was telling me about it, and I subscribed to his channel. Oh yeah, she with that actor dude, right? Yeah, that's it, Jonathan Majors. I seen him on a video where somebody tried to hit on Megan Good while he was standing there. I haven't seen any of his movies. I think I'm gonna go and watch the bloopers from Friday after we get off the live. Any classic movies y'all could think of that I might not have seen that is like not mainstream that I might not know about? Throw me a gem before we get out of here, because I'm gonna be up for a while. Oh yeah, I know I'm gonna laugh. I love bloopers. The bloopers be like sometimes funnier than the movie if you keep it real, because it's like it's so authentic and it be happening like that's some like organic type stuff. You still haven't seen the people? Nope, I still haven't seen that movie. That'd be something good to watch. Well, no, I don't want to watch no. I don't like watching no horror movies at night. Not that I'm a scary dude, but I don't want to fill my head up with that. I'd rather watch something funny. Hey, look at this artwork from like 5 years ago. This ain't me, but if I could pull it up, there you go. Hey, check this out, Mr. Block. This was a dude that did digital painting that I used to follow on Instagram. That's Queen Latifah. Ain't that dope? That's on my then and now Facebook post. That look dope, don't it? I love artwork, no matter what form it's in. And that dude was using like a app where you could draw or paint like digitally. Yeah, that look fire. Them AI videos be funny. If y'all ever want my Instagram, I don't mind sharing it with y'all. I gotta clean up my description of my page and put some more stuff on there so y'all can stay connected with me. 7252, but who's counting? I'm glad that your channel has grown. It keep going down. The subscriber count or the hours? Mm-mm. Tell the friend that they're not gonna make it. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's diabolical. It almost deserves a drop kick. Let's keep it real. That was my favorite wrestling move, y'all. Throw somebody into the ropes and then drop kick them. Y'all see, I still be living in the '80s in my head. I still say dope and fresh. I'm still thinking about Hulk Hogan drop kicking somebody. But remember, I'm a comedian, y'all. A sit down comedian. Oh, I'm blocking my head. My bad. Got to drink a lot of water tomorrow. You sound like me when I was young, before I had to take a P test, and I still failed it. I was hard headed. Mm-mm. Yeah, if y'all ever want my Instagram or Facebook, I don't mind. Hey, you ever drink baking soda and lemon juice and spring water? It tastes like a little bit like Sprite, y'all. And they say it used to cure the big C back in the day. Allegedly. Have you seen this AI video? This big dude he getting pulled over by the cops. And yeah, I seen that, Mr. Block. One time he was in there with like wings too, I believe. And I was in tears, man. The AI videos of the bigger folks is hilarious and not making fun of big people because I used to be chubby from fourth to seventh grade. So I got a taste of that medicine too, y'all. I got caught a burger bundle on the diving board when I was in like the fifth grade, and it changed my life. It activated my fitness button. if you if you don't know what a burger bundle is, YouTube it and you'll see the Burger King commercial. It was kind of like a slider back in the day. And somebody called me a burger bundle when I was on the diving board at this park one day. And I heard the small violin playing for me to get in shape. and it was on from there. Speaking of burger bundles, I could go for a slider, even though y'all you ain't supposed to be eating no burgers at 3:41 in the morning. Dang, I'm gonna have to smash another one of them apples, y'all. Wish I could share with y'all. Them pink lady apples is banging, and I got them from Costco. In case you wondering, it was on from there. You gonna eat your cornbread, man? You ever had oxtail soup with cornbread? I know you probably gonna say yes because you in the South, Mr. Block. But that's one of the best combinations, y'all. Is oxtail soup and cornbread. Want to see the 7 day forecast for Cleveland? Check this out. I ain't never seen this for February, y'all. Look at that. That's wild. That's crazy for February in Cleveland. That's crazy. For what 550-degree days in a row, including yesterday. And if you're new here, I'm from Cleveland, Ohio, and my name is Chris Lee, and I came to motivate you and say hallelujah all up in your TV speakers or your phone speakers. And I'm going to be practicing my DJ voice. DJ Chris Lee on the live. I appreciate y'all for being here at 3 in the morning. Cheers. Bink. Do I got one for y'all? I think I do. Cheers. Here you go. Stay hydrated. Stay hydrated. Stay hydrated. I'll be squeezing the lemon in these, and this tastes like a little bit like Sprite when you do that. If you haven't tried these, they're not that expensive. I know it look fancy. Shout out to Gemini. She said fancy, schmancy. They're not that expensive though. And I got these from Costco too. Like a pack of 24 for, I forgot. I'll look it up if you're interested. But it tastes like Sprite when you put lemon, squeeze a lemon in here. Please bless this mineral water and lime juice that I'm about to introduce into my temple. In Jesus' name I pray. Hallelujah. Ah, hit the spot. Shout out to Gemini. That last drawing if you watching this Gemini, that last drawing on what do you see was fire. I was about to start up the live when I seen it, so I didn't comment yet, but I will. It's fire. It would have took me a while to think about what it looked like, so I didn't answer it, but I will. It looked like a Willy Wonka blanket. I just thought of what it looked like. If you haven't seen it, Mr. Black, check out our channel when we get up off here. She drew a cool ass drawing, very unique. It's 3:45, 3:45, 3:45. I'll get off at I'll shut it down at 1:50. I'm trying to think about what I want to watch. Mm, 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 mm. early Tuesday morning. Been on Gemini for a minute now. Nice. Cool peoples. Great heart. Great energy. Probably got the best replies out of anybody I've seen on YouTube that make you feel like you a family member. And she be respecting what you think about her drawings. That's cool. How she don't even be knowing what she sees until somebody comment. I see that if you're listening to this Gemini, I see that you say that you don't even know what your drawings look like until somebody comments on it, and then you see what they see in it. That's cool. Art is cool like that. I look forward to getting back to painting too, creating stuff for y'all. I'll shut it down in 3.5 minutes. 3 minutes. 3 minutes and 25 seconds. Mm-mm. Thanks for being here, Sean. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. 2 minutes and 45 seconds. In the heat of the night. Wasn't that a TV series? A cop TV series? Throughout most of my life, I didn't really like watching the fake TV cop shows because cops spoiled me into watching like real stuff. So I would watch like First 48 and like the murder investigation shows that was real. I didn't really like watching like what's them shows? I can't even think of it now. The one that go dun 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 like dun dun that everybody like. I couldn't watch fake stuff like that. I think that's called like Law something, Law and Order or something. I like watching like the real deal, even though I know I couldn't do that. Like that's a tough job. Like seeing seeing bodies and having to examine them. Man, I respect what they do because that would haunt me. Seeing somebody's body deteriorated, or y'all know what I mean. I couldn't be no coroner either. Like, man, that's a tough job. That was your mom's favorite show in the heat of the night. Didn't that dude from All in the Family? Wasn't he on that show too? What's his name? Like Carol Bennett or something? He was funny on All in the Family. Yeah, I'm cool on seeing that stuff. Even the little bit that they show on like First 48 is hard to watch and it be blurred out. Nah, that ain't funny, but y'all know what I mean. It's approaching 150. We got 4,000 people in the building. Thank y'all for being here at 10 to 4 in the morning. I guess I'll go ahead and prepare to shut it on down so y'all can get some a little bit more sleep. Thank God for your granddaughter and thank God for your daughter having a healthy baby, Shonston. Shanton, I put a little extra on there. And God bless you and your family. God bless you. Rising Phoenix, and whoever can hear my voice right now, I appreciate you. Whoever is rewatching this, thank you very much. God bless you and your family. And I hope that I was able to, um, um, share my life with you and give you some understanding of the things that I've been through, and maybe you can relate to it, and you'll see that you're not alone in like family struggles or trying to break family curses, generational curses. And I appreciate y'all listening to me and letting me vent. And I really appreciate it. It helps me to heal when I, can share it with y'all. So, with that being said, I'm tripping over my words. So let me go ahead and end this and just say I appreciate y'all. And through God's strength, I'm able to persevere through all the things that you heard me having to go through. And I'll be a better person for forgiving them people and praying for them instead of remaining angry towards them. So, with that being said, I'll pray for all my enemies and I won't let it get under my skin and let them bother me or worry me. And I ask that y'all try to do the same out there. And I'll keep it short and say, hallelujah, amen. And everybody out there have a great night. And uh, I want our Father protect everyone from evil out there. That's all I need to say. Hallelujah, amen. Thank y'all so much for supporting me, each and every one of y'all, for the likes, for the dislikes, for the 1 seconds, the 2 seconds, the 2 minutes, or staying here the whole way. Thank you. Peace and love. Peace and hair grease. Appreciate y'all. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Hallelujah. 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 Amen. Peace and blessings to you. Amen.